All right, everyone. I know it's been a while since I actually posted a video. I've been extremely busy, so that's the only reason I haven't posted any videos. There's nothing else really going on. In the last 3 days, I've been really under the weather. I do have videos that are going to be coming out that I have not edited yet. So just I ask that you just please be patient. Right now, like I said, I am extremely busy with so when I do have some free time, I like to spend it with my family. So but I will be getting a video out for everybody in not too long. I actually have two. One is going to be onto a 2010 F-150 that I picked up. I got it at a very good price, and there was a couple of issues onto it. I'd repaired pretty much all the issues already. I didn't really record those because the issues onto it were pretty common issues onto the vehicle, and there's already channels out there that have very good videos on this, like Ford Tech Make You Loco, and there's a couple of other Ford channels, so I didn't really want to go onto that. But there was a link code coming up onto the vehicle that had absolutely nothing to do with the fuel system. So I want to try to get that out for you guys in the next coming week. Hopefully I'm able to. And then I also have one onto a Nissan Versa, if I'm not mistaken. That one was an interesting one also. I will be getting that one out. That one had a transmission issue, if I'm not mistaken. And then from there, I'm going to try to get a video out once a week if I can. If not, well, it'll be once every 2 weeks from there. But in this video, what I wanted to do was just give everybody a quick tip on if you are doing a brake job at home and a wheel stud breaks and you got to replace the brake stud and you don't really have any special tools in order to take and install the wheel stud. I know I might get some comments saying that I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing in order to install the wheel stud, and there are tools for it, and I completely agree. I actually have all the special tools. I just don't, well, special tools, there's one special tool really, but I misplaced it and I can't find it. So I'm going to give you guys a view of what I normally do in a situation like that. So as you can tell, I have this wheel stud that is replaced, okay? And there was also this one that was also just replaced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take two 13mm sockets, not sockets, wrenches, sorry, put that over. And then from there, what I'm going to do is use one of the old lug nuts, and I'm going to put on one of the old lug nuts. Okay? Now, if I try to hold this by hand, this guy's just going to keep on turning and turning and turning, and I'm not going to be able to really get the pressure I need in order to install the stud, which is right there. All right? So, typically what all we have to do is add enough pressure to pull the stud inwards and make it seat. Now, after that, what I normally do is just take a pry bar, and I'll come over, and I'll stick my pry bar. Let's turn this around, just like so, until it starts to hit the ground like that. It might help if I put it the right way. Okay, so until it hits just like that. Now, so what that does is that it holds the hub in place for me, so I can actually take and put a wrench on and just start to turn. Put a ratchet on, sorry, and start to turn. You will feel it start to get tight, but you just keep going. So what I'm going to do is finish installing this, and then I'll just give everybody the after shot. All right, so now after that we are done with the installation, and the stud is actually installed properly. Give you guys a view of that. It's all the way down here compared to where it was a while ago. All right. Completely installed. Now what we have to do is that we have to take it off. So what we're going to do is just take and install our pry bar on the opposite side, lock it in spot, come over, and ever so gently remove the stud. As you can tell, I did not need a lot of force in order to remove it. Threads are not damaged. That is from the old lug nut. All right, so Just be careful with your hands. You don't want to make sure that you don't take and get all the little shavings into your hand and then rub your eye, and then that's not going to be very pleasant either. So there you have it. Now I have two studs installed onto the vehicle. Now I'm just going to I have to replace the brakes on this one, so I'm going to finish up that job, and that will be it. So as I said, I will have other videos coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and as always, I will see you guys next time. All right, so ironically, this is going to be on the same Dodge Journey, the 2018 Dodge Journey that I just showed a video on the wheel studs. There was another issue with the vehicle that the client told me about, that every time that they would take and press onto the brake pedal, dome lights come on. And it's dome lights at all at the front and the rear. You can't really see the rear, but I can tell you right now that as soon as you press onto the brake pedal, the dome lights would come on. So this quick video is going to be about is that I want to show that sometimes just thinking logically before you start to do any major diagnostics. All right, I know I have a few little panels off, but that was just me checking to make sure that there was no corrosion up in the corners. Okay, it literally took like 4 minutes to get those panels off, and I didn't take off any other panels except for those. Don't always assume there's going to be some big major diagnostic process that's going to have to be done. All right, so one thing you to think about this: when we push the brake pedal, the dome lights come on, and only when we push the brake pedal. We could be driving the car, nothing happens, but as soon as we touch the brake pedal, the dome lights will go on and off. All right, so why don't we start with the most logical thing and just take and remove the rear brake lights? I literally did this diagnosis in, I don't know, about 15-20 minutes, guys. Okay, so remove the left one, push on the brake pedal, dome light still lit up. All right, remove the right one, push on the brake pedal, dome lights still lit up. So let's go to the last one, which was the high mounted stoplight. Okay, the high mounted stoplight actually uses an LED instead of a 12-volt
incandescent bulb.
We see lights. You can tell I'm pushing on the brake pedal. All right, everything lights. Okay, now all I'm going to do is come over and unplug the connector for the high mounted stoplight. Try to do this with one hand for everybody. I'm still feeling under the weather, so sorry if my speech and everything isn't at 100%. All right, so we're going to come over. Now we're going to push, and dome lights do not come on. So what is the issue with this one? Very simply put, as I said, there is an LED circuit inside of these inside of this light. For all I know, I do see a little bit of corrosion that did get passed. So it's very possible that water got inside through the connector and it just shorted it out. And it's causing a backfeed into the system up to the BCM, because the rear lights, the rear brake lights, the dome lights, and everything actually passes through the BCM. So the only thing that in my mind could be either a backfeed into the BCM or it was an actual BCM issue. So that was just a quick video on this. But like I said, this video was more to show you guys not to take and think that it's going to be some big major diagnosis. When go with what the concern is onto the vehicle. When I push the brake pedal, my dome lights come on. So let's think logically, what happens when we push the brake pedal? The brake lights turn on. So we could either have had a short into the wiring, a short into one of the lights, or an issue inside the BCM where the system is backfeeding into itself. So that's it on this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you guys next time.